So welcome students. In last class we studied about the preparation method of the organic membranes or polymeric membranes. In this class we will study about the inorganic membranes. So basically inorganic the membranes have some precise applications where you have the extreme environments. So there are several advantages of use the inorganic membranes. So first is the thermal stability. So it can be stream sterilized, means inorganic membrane can be used in the food industry and the biotechnological industry, where the bacteria will grow with time on the surface and you have to remove that bacteria from the surface. For that you have to use the stream sterilization, which cannot be possible with the organic membrane, because organic membrane cannot sustain at very high temperatures, but inorganic membrane can. It can also use for the high pressure application where the pressure requirement is especially high. It has the good chemical corrosion resistance, and you can use at very low pH also. You can use the inorganic membrane at very high pH also. So basically inorganic membrane can be used for the membrane based reactors. So this is also very big application for the inorganic membranes. It has the resistance to the microbial degradation. Organic membrane can be microbial degraded, like the polyvinyl alcohol membranes that can be degraded by the microbes, but inorganic membrane can't. And it has the regeneration thermally. It can be easily regenerated thermally. So these are the advantages of the inorganic membranes. There are some disadvantages also. First is the expensive. Generally the inorganic membranes are highly expensive. The cost of inorganic membrane at average is in like 2 lakhs to the 10 lakhs in current scenario, but organic membranes may be purchased within the 100 rupees. So the cost of the inorganic membranes are quite higher than the organic membranes or the polymeric membranes. So basically these membranes are used only for the microfiltration or ultrafiltration, or these membranes can be used for the nowadays these membranes can be used for the gas separation also, as well as for the specific application in the membrane reactors. Okay, so these are the basic application of the inorganic membrane. When you use this in the microfiltration and ultrafiltration, then the pore size varies from the 5 nanometer to the 50 micrometer, and which is in the range of the ultrafiltration or the microfiltration processes. Now, manufacturing techniques of the inorganic membranes. Inorganic membranes can be created, can be manufactured from the different processes. So first is the sol gel process. Then it can be also be generated by the chemical vapor deposition process. It can be also generated by manufactured by the least hollow glass fibers, or it can be created by the anodic oxidation. So basically there are different processes. In this lecture we will only study about the sol gel process, which is most important process and widely used for manufacturing of the commercial scale, widely used at commercial scale for the manufacturing of the inorganic membranes. So in this process the first step is to creation of the support of the membrane for creating the, because generally our inorganic membranes are also the asymmetric membranes. So it has the porous support as well as the non-porous or the very less porous thin sheet above that, which will act as a separation media, and porous support will act as a mechanical, will provide the mechanical strength to the membrane. So first step is to create the porous support. So porous support is created by the pressing and sintering method, which we have already discussed in the polymeric membrane manufacturing techniques. So in the pressing and sintering, you take the ceramic powder, inorganic powder, then you add the inorganic binder and the lubricant, and as well as water. In that you make a paste of the all these materials, then cast it on a surface, then put it in the in a compression molding machine and press it, and press it at the just below temperature of the melting temperature of the ceramic material. So the particles of the ceramic powder will be diffused out to each other, and it will create a porous structure. So this is the way you can create a porous support of the inorganic material. Now the second process is the sol gel process. So sol gel, second step is the sol gel process. So in the sol gel process you can create the very precise, very small size. You can create a very small size, as well as you can create a non-porous inorganic membrane. So in this process, you take the metal salts, then you go for the hydrolysis, and then you can condensate the hydrolyzed material in the polymeric form. So in this way, you can create the inorganic polymers. So in the sol gel process can also be done in the two different media, basically in the three different media: acidic, basic, and aqueous media. But in the industry, it will generally the acidic and basic media are used. So we will discuss about the reaction occurs in the acidic media as well as the basic media in this process. So in the acidic aqueous media, you have these reactions. First you take the metal salt and dissolve it in the water. In this way you create the solution of the metal salt, and this is the solution of the metal salt in the acidic media. Okay, because here you have the Z plus ion. So you can remove a proton from this and it will start to polymerize. This is the monomer, which is the monomer for the polymerization. Then you go for hydrolysis. When you go for hydrolysis, it start to polymerize. Okay, this is the polymeric form which will create by using the hydrolysis process. So in hydrolysis, you remove the water from this monomer, and it is goes from the condensation polymerization. So in this process, you create a pure inorganic sheet. Basically here you are removing the water. When you remove the water, here you have only the metal ions and OH ion. Okay, so here you don't have any organic material inside the membrane. So here you create a pure inorganic type of membranes. Okay, in the acid media or the aqueous media reactions. If you use the basic media or organic media reaction, so in the basic and organic media you have the the metal salt dissolved in the water. It will create MeOH solution. You remove a OH ion from here. In the for that you have to add some type of basic material. When you add basic material, the H2 water will be removed. It will go from the hydrolysis and you create MO negative ions. MO negative ions then react with a organic alcohol. ROH is a organic alcohol. Okay, when it add with the react with the organic alcohol, it will create metal organic compound. This is a metal organic compound, and you remove the water. This is remove OH ion. But it may happen when you have the basic media. So when then it will again react with water. It again create a new compound in presence of ROH. Then it will react. It will condensate and remove the water and alcohol and create a polymeric compound. So this is the condensation step. So in this way you can create a sheet which has the metal organic compound. So in this process, the basic difference between the acid media reaction and basic media reaction is that in acid media you make a membrane which has the only the inorganic metal ions, but here you have the metal ions as well as the organic ions also. So here in the basic media you will create a metal organic compounds. Okay, so this is the process in the this schematic diagram represent the process. So you have the glass support, then you put the gel, then you dry it, then sintered it, you have the ceramic layer. Okay, so here you get in this step you will go went with the material went with this all the reactions. It will create a polymer. Then you have to dry the polymer on the surface and the sintered it, so you will create a ceramic layer, proper ceramic layer of the gel formation. So this will occur on a support. So this support will created by this porous support will create by the basic pressing and sintering method. Then you will go from the gelation method and you will create a non-porous structure. So this is all about the inorganic membrane. The important part is how the reactions as well as the basic manufacturing reaction as well as the advantages and disadvantages of membrane and the application of the inorganic membranes.